Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of The Grandstand here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I'm, as always, your host, AR the Ohio Patriot. And for today's episode, we're going to talk about 2A Sanctuary slash Second Amendment Preservation Act here in Ohio, something I've been fighting for in this General Assembly for the last 4 years now, ever since Democrats tried to use a Dayton massacre that they helped create to literally try to push for gun control, including red flag laws, universal background checks, etc., etc. And we cut them off at the fucking nuts and stopped them every chance we got, is what it was. So basically, for about a year now, give or take, it was since 2022, you've had people introduce 2A sanctuary stuff slash Second Preservation Act in the General Assembly here. Nothing happened last General Assembly with it, and then it was reintroduced at the beginning of this year by Michael Loychek. It was redone completely so that you could have a better version of it, because apparently a bunch of dumbasses in their retarded ways back in the day, I'm assuming it was a bunch of Democrats, probably some rhinos too for that matter, back in like the 80s, early 90s, somewhere in there, you had these fuck knuckles decide it was a good idea to institute federal law into state law. So they basically enshrined a bunch of BS, including the National Firearms Act and stuff like that in the Ohio law is what it was. Completely unconstitutional, by the way. They should have been removed from office back then. If we had known it was back then, we probably would have removed from office back then, honestly. Unfortunately, we didn't know about this stuff, and plus I was a small child at the time. So, couldn't actually do it. Have no idea who actually did it. But yeah, they should definitely be in Ohio prison right now is what it is. That being said, we are to a point right now of what this 2A sanctuary will be a multitude of things, including getting rid of all that stupid bullshit out of our state constitution, is what it is then. So basically, you've had this sitting around for, I think it was since about January, give or take. It's almost a year now. It's been sitting and just idling by, doing nothing. Because, again, unfortunately, when it comes to Ohio, even though being a Republican supermajority state, there are so many goddamn rhinos here, it's not even funny. And the issue becomes you will have them be like, oh, you guys like 2A rights? Okay, we'll give you one good bill every fucking year, is what it is. So then you had 2021 happen. They gave us stand your ground for that year. 2022 happened. We finally got constitutional carry. And now 2023 is probably going to be the Second Preservation Act, is what will be here. Because as of a few days ago, after sitting in the House Oversight Committee for almost a year now, it finally got a bunch of votes through and was voted out of committee. And to the point where Speaker Jason Stevens, who has been considered a moderate this whole time, legitimately said, November 15th, this will get a House floor vote. That is fucking huge, man. The fact that he's gone on record publicly of saying that a month from now, this is going to get a House floor vote, that is fucking phenomenal, because that means that potentially, given that what we have right now going on, because obviously you have a little bit of time there after that before they go on break for Thanksgiving, and then they have the entirety of December then for it to go over to the state senate and us to basically have that sort of 3-week time span there, or whatever it's going to be, for them to actually get it passed through before the end of the year is what it is now. And I'm like fingers crossed right now that happens, honestly, because like I said, I've been fighting for this shit for 4 fucking years, dude. This is my 2A battle for my entirety of the time that I've been fighting for 2A rights in this state. There's a reason why I was kept on this earth a little over 7 years ago now, when I was diagnosed with colon cancer. And they caught it early enough to where I was able to have an operation. I was able to have it removed. And I knew something was going to happen. And I believe this is my battle right now. I believe it was my destiny to remain on this earth to fight for the Second Amendment and to fight for the Constitution as a whole. And I will make that my lifelong mission at this point. So yeah, needless to say, I am super psyched right now, knowing that this is guaranteed to get a vote. And basically right now, my whole thing for the next couple weeks is going to be, I'm going to start calling up state reps come tomorrow morning and being like, okay, you're a yes vote on this, right? Okay, cool. And basically get them on record, then that'll be the case then. Holding their feet to the fire and doing so. And making sure this gets voted through, honestly. I think it will, honestly. And again, unfortunately, it'll be along party lines just because fucking Democrats are scumbags, is what it is, dude. When you have every single Democrat in the state house right now, for the past 3 or 4 general assemblies now, who have fucked around, who are 100% in Bloomberg's pocket, half the ones that got voted in 2022 are definitely bought and paid for by Bloomberg dark money, is what it is. They shouldn't even be allowed to hold office at this point. And I'm going to call them by name at this point, the ones I know of for fact, actually. Rachel Baker, I know you're fucking cunt ass as MDA. I know you're a fucking Moms Man member at this point. Same thing with you, Anita Samani. I know your piece of shit ass is fucking tied to Moms Man action. Pretty sure Sean Brennan is, for that matter, too, honestly. Which is ironic because he's actually, like, putting his name towards, like, pseudo Second Amendment bills right now. And it's like, okay, this is kind of weird, you know? But, you know, what better way than to basically be a fake fucking, you know, champion of the Second Amendment and be like, oh no, I'm the one Democrat that actually gives a shit about 2A rights. It's like, no, you don't, dude, because if you really did, you'd actually be on the stuff for doing away with taxation on guns and ammo in the state. You'd be on legislation that would include a Second Amendment sanctuary or some kind of constitutional carry variant right now to update that and stuff to get rid of all the stupidity out of it and lower it to 18 years old then, if that'd be the case. Or for that matter, actually be part of the legislation that would be the update cleanup bill for stand your ground laws that would get rid of the stupid ass fucking thing that they put in it to pass it, which was basically, oh, we didn't have the votes to actually pass it clean, so let's go ahead and put some stupid ass fucking caveat in it to where if you stand your ground versus someone in the state and you're actually the victim in the situation because you had to defend yourself versus that criminal and you happen to kill that criminal, their stupid fucking family can now sue you in a civil lawsuit. Absolute bullshit, dude, entirely. Absolutely fucking garbage. That should have never been in that fucking bill, ever. And to sit there and say, oh, we didn't have the votes otherwise, fuck that bullshit, dude. Yes, you did. And if you didn't have the votes, you get the fucking votes. And if you don't have the fucking votes because there's too many goddamn rhinos in there, guess what? You wait a little bit. You fucking have those cocksuckers primary. You call them the fuck out by name at that point. So they will catch primary challenges, and they will get beaten in primaries. And then you have the people that take over their fucking jobs at that point to be the ones that help pass it legitimately as a good bill, is what it is. Anyway. But yeah, really just wanted to come on here for about 5-10 minutes here and discuss this, really is what it is. Super psyched right now. Like I said, just found out about this morning, actually. It happened a couple days ago. It was Chris Dorr from Ohio Gunners talking about it there. And he was discussing how, I guess it was this past week, it was randomly brought up in a subcommittee is what it was there, which I was surprised by, honestly. I was like, that seems interesting that you would have it sit around for like almost a year now, and then all of a sudden it just randomly has like multiple things happen to it in one day is what it is there. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see, man. But like I said, the fact that you have Speaker Jason Stevens now going on record publicly and being like, November 15th, this will get a floor vote. That's a huge boon for us right now, honestly, in the Second Amendment community in this country. So, yeah, my thing is, if you live in Ohio and you want 2A sanctuary, you want Second Amendment Preservation Act, you want to actually ensure that the federal government can't fuck with your rights, is what it is here in the state of Ohio, just like with Missouri and stuff like that. Call up your state reps. Demand they vote yes on this. Do what needs to be done. Because like I said, we all know, dude, it's not going to be the Democrats that are going to help us in this fight, dude, because they're a bunch of scumbags. They're a bunch of criminal ass pieces of shit. They should be in prison right now in the state of Ohio for deprivation of law for all the crap they try to pass here, whether it be the unconstitutional red flag laws, the unconstitutional universal background checks, et cetera, et cetera. It's going to be a Republican supermajority in the state that's going to pass this along party lines. So call up the Republicans, call up the state reps on the Republican side, demand they vote yes on this, demand that they do their job to protect the Second Amendment here is what it is. And if nothing else, even if they're like, oh no, but this is going to be a whole thing where somebody's going to sue and be unconstitutional and stuff like that, just like Missouri, it's like, so what, dude? Guess what? Then Ohio then becomes a fucking state that puts our name on the damn Missouri SCOTUS bill is what it is. And you now have Missouri, Ohio, and a bunch of other states suing the fuck out of these fucking cocksucker Obama and Biden appointees These piece of shit judges shouldn't even be fucking judges at this point, because it should be disbarred a while ago, is what it is, for pushing these BS rulings. When they know goddamn well that this shit is not only constitutional, it is 100% has to be enshrined to stop federal government fuckery, is what it is here. So, anyway, my internet keeps dipping back and forth like crazy, so I'm going to go ahead and just call it a day on this one. Like I said, this wasn't really going to be a long one. It was basically just me coming on here for 10 minutes or so to discuss this and give my thoughts on the whole thing. I'm super happy about it, honestly. Super, super psyched about it. We'll talk about it more this coming Thursday for Buckshot Thursday. And I'll probably talk about it a little bit here in Honda's chat too, for that matter, a couple hours. But other than that, that's pretty much where I'm at for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a great day. And always keep up the fight for 2A rights, because if you don't, that's how we lose them. And it's as simple as that. Have a good night, y'all. Bye.